And every time I come back in, and let's have a conversation though. So I'm in the middle of cleaning up my shop, but y'all come on in and we're gonna talk for a while. So I'm gonna be back and forth, putting my tables back in the corner, moving stuff around. But I got questions. So like I asked on the topic on the caption, what is it about me that you don't like? That's a question for today. What is it about me that you don't like? Okay. So I was having this conversation. Now listen, y'all, I'm gonna clean up. So y'all come on in, sit down, pull up a chair, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and let's have a conversation because I want y'all to tell me. I want y'all to tell me. And it's I don't know if it's more so for women. Not really. I ain't gonna say it ain't for men, but I don't know if it's more so for women because I ain't a man and I know these problems happen in the female community. You know what? They probably happen in the male community too. But so my question is, what is it about me that bothers you so much? That's the question. So y'all come on in while I start cleaning up some stuff because I had a painting sip the other day and I don't want to break nothing. I had a painting sip the other day and I didn't clean up after it. And being yesterday was Labor Day, I just said, well, I'll clean up when I get back to the shop. So y'all, I'm in the process of cleaning up my shop at this moment. But I noticed that a lot of women don't like other women that have either been blessed in some type of way, a little bit further along than they are, or might have a better look than them. That don't mean they got a better heart, y'all. Just because people got better looks don't mean they got a better heart. But might have better looks than them. But I noticed that women, we kind of catty. And not only are we catty, but it's something about a confident woman that triggers a woman with a little less self-confidence. Now, back when I had confidence issues, and I still got some, but I just don't let them be known as much as I used to. But back when I had confidence issues, I used to like to see a woman doing good. You know what I mean? That didn't bother me to see a woman doing good. I always felt like it's something that I can learn from her, something that she's doing that maybe I can learn how to do better, or the way she dressed, maybe I can, pick up some of her styles. And never, ever have I gotten to the point in life where I seen a woman doing something good or not even just doing something good, but doing something that I got jealous of. I'd be inspired. Like if she could do it, that used to be my favorite thing. Hey, a woman can't do nothing that I can't do. So that kind of stuff inspired me. It didn't make me say, I don't want to like her. I go through stuff with women and I think I'm a pretty cool chick, but I could be wrong. You always think you're the cool one and you don't be the cool one. But I think I'm a pretty cool chick. But not too long ago, I was having a conversation with a friend girl of mine, and she's kind of like a new friend. We've been friends for probably like 8 years now. That's new to me because my friends been friends longer than that. But she said one of her friend girls, she told her friend girl that she was going to see Nora. Hey, she told her friend girl that she was going to see Nora. And she was like, why are you going to see her? And she was like, oh, Nora, cool. And she was like, you like her? So she had a couple of things to say to the girl. Like she was telling my 8-year friend, like she didn't like me. So when my friend came back and told me, and I don't think she was trying to keep up nothing, but she did come back and tell me. But when she came back and told me, thank you, I said I didn't even know her. So her friend girl that I irritate for whatever reason, she don't even know me. Thank you. Yeah, she don't even know me. So it's like I never remember having a conversation with the young lady. I never had an interaction with the young lady. Nothing. Never a disagreement or nothing. But she felt it okay to tell my 8-year friend that she don't know why she liked me. Like I done something to her. And Keisha, I could see it Am I reading that right? Let me make sure I'm reading it right. Yeah, Keisha, I can see it. Well, thank you, Vanilla. I can see that to be a problem sometime, but to me as a woman, if somebody bothers me like that, which I ain't never been bothered like that because I like to see a beautiful woman. I like to see a woman with confidence. I like to see a woman walk in the room and own the room. Like them the kind of friends I want. I want the kind of friends like, okay, Tisa, if you can't do it today, then I'm going to do it. Like somebody gonna walk in this room, somebody in my clique, we gonna walk in this room and we gonna shut it down. Because everybody, I can't shut every room down. So I got to have a homegirl that whatever room I don't really fit in, she can do it. Everybody got their own little something about them, the influential something. That's the name of my studio, influential. But everybody got their own little influential something about them. It used to be funny because it's off topic, but not really. When we would go out, for some reason, I've never dated a white man, but for some reason, white men are very attracted to me. So if we would go into a bar that was full of white folks, my friend would be like, Tisa, come on up here. Nora, whatever y'all want to call me. Nora, come on up here, work the crowd. Because she know everybody gonna buy me drinks. These white, and I ain't even a drinker. Don't get me wrong, I drink, but I'm not a drinker to where I need drinks. But if we go into a club where it's full of black dudes that like the way she's built, or it's something about her that they prefer her over me, then work your magic. And it was never a conflict of who looked best or who doing what or who dressed best or who got the most money, who got the most job. But it's some women in this world. It's some men too. So I know I keep saying women, but it's some men too that actually are intimidated by the amount of confidence that you have. Yeah. It's some people in this world that are intimidated by the amount of confidence that you have. And I hate it for them. But what makes me hate it for me is I was talking to a young lady the other day. I had a paint and sip here. And I don't be getting all dressed up and stuff when I do my paint and sips. But I had a paint and sip here. And she said, Nora, I went to a wedding and a wedding host. She was dialed down. She was decked out. I hung with the boys too, Keisha. But I think that's probably why they ain't like me. But I ain't gonna go there. But so the girl at the paint and sip, she was telling me, she said, Nora, the host of the wedding, she was decked out. Nora, I thought she was part of the wedding, this, that, and other. So she told me how decked out she be. Then she turned around to tell me about funeral she went to, and the funeral director is a woman. And when the funeral director walked out, the funeral director was all dressed up, real nice. But she said she the one that, you know how you speak over the casket? The funeral director, a lady, would get in front of the casket and she would walk the casket as she say what she had to say. So the lady who was at the paint and sip, she said, Nora, why don't you, and I wasn't looking bad, y'all, but she was like, why don't you dress up like that? Like every time you go somewhere, Nora, you used to shut it down. Because some days I have good days where I do my makeup, I do my clothes and all that, and I just be tight. I be tight work. But some days I be middle tight work because I think I'm middle tight. I'm lightweight today. You know, some days I'm heavyweight, lightweight, and then I don't got no weight some days. So the other day I was like on between no weight and thank you. Keisha, I feel the same way. But I think what she was saying was shut it down. Like shut it down all the time. And I'm like, you know, for one, it takes too much to shut it down all the time. I'm not gonna shut it down all the time type of chick. But I noticed when I do put my clothes on and do my thing and be ready to walk in the room, women shy away from me. Like, you got to be a real confident woman in yourself. In yourself. Or you got to be a woman without no confidence to let somebody enter into a room and just snatch the confidence out your chest like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's what they do. So it bothers me. So that was one story with the girl of 8 years, her friend, not liking me and don't know me and don't know me. And I was talking to my sister the other day, and she know a lot of people that's in the family that don't like me. So I said, it got to be something I'm doing wrong, because how everybody don't like you? It ain't this many jealous people in the world and my sister is mutual relation to the people that ain't digging me. So she said, no, Tisa, what I noticed is the people who don't like you or are irritated by your presence are people that got issues. They got their own issues. More like when they look in the mirror and they see, like, Tisa gonna say what she want to say. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I ain't gonna take no junk off no man. Don't get me wrong. I done been dogged. I done been hurt. People done did some stuff to me. But when I make up in my mind it's time to go, I ain't staying. I ain't waiting. I ain't explaining. I ain't doing nothing. See, that's one of my superpowers, I think. You might hurt me a little bit, but I ain't gonna give you a chance to hurt me a lot. You know what I mean? You might hurt me a little bit. I probably left my husband. I probably left him a long time ago, wondering if he was gonna hurt me a lot. So I was talking, and I said, it bothers me, because I wouldn't be talking about it now. But it bothers me for me to think that I'm so cool. But I find myself now having to dumb down a lot of stuff. Like I can't talk about my social media around certain people. And it ain't that I talk about my social media, but it's like, this is my job. So if I'm sitting here telling somebody, I did this on social media, and I promise y'all, it ain't no bragging thing. It's like, okay, well, I got to do this. I got to make this quota. I got to do that. It's the same way of you coming home telling me your nursing job, or you coming back telling me your administration job, but I don't have nobody to have a conversation with. Let me make this plea to y'all before we get too far into this. If you need a friend to cheer you on, I'm your girl. Right now, if you need a friend to cheer you on, you need somebody to say good work, you need somebody to listen to that you achieved your goal for the day. If you need somebody to say, I'm proud of you, y'all call me. Because I know how I feel not to have somebody. Or inbox me, because I know y'all can't call me in real life, but inbox me. If y'all want me to listen to it, y'all don't got nobody, because for some reason, the more you grow in life, the less people that you have in your corner. Hold on. I got to put my glasses on. And Keisha, that's literally what I've had to do. That's literally what I had to do. So when the girl was telling me, oh, dress up and do this and do that, I told her, well, I can't. Because like right now, I do painting sips. I do things that involve women coming into my establishments, and certain women don't want to come in here and see me. And I know that sounds crazy, but I had some people tell me that. I said one day, well, I don't have as many female followers as I do males and whatever. And she was like, well, a female don't want to follow you when you seem like you got it all together. I'm like, I don't got it all together. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Bible say, don't go out there in the streets and look stupid. And it don't say that, but y'all know I got my own way of twisting stuff up, okay? But just because I'm sad, or just because I'm going through depression, or just because I don't feel good today, do I supposed to look like that? No, I'm going to look like I'm cool. So by the time I become cool, y'all ain't going to never know I went through nothing. But y'all know I'm going to tell it anyway. She going to tell it anyway. I'm going to tell it anyway. So I can't really go through too much without telling what I'm going through. I'll be having to put my glasses on. I'm straight up and outspoken. People hate me for this. I don't even give the shirt off my back. You're missing out. But see, I'm straight up too. But don't you often wonder, like, Is your straight up too straight up? Like, is my straight up necessary? Like, don't get me wrong. I know my straight up is necessary. Okay. I know my straight up is necessary. Every time I take my glasses off, but thank you, Keisha. Girl, I like you. See, that's what I'm talking about. I need more people like you in my corner. That's what I need. I need some more Keishas the speaker in my corner. You know what I'm saying? Because my corner ain't strong over here. I done lost some people. If I tell y'all, like, one day I'm gonna get to the, like, I have people that I never would have thought I lost that said some real conniving stuff to me. And then when I sit up and I'm like, well, just tell me one thing I did wrong. Like, I'm that person. I'm gonna stop being that person, but I'm that person. Okay. I want to know, what can we do to make it better? Can I apologize for something that I didn't do? But if I got to apologize, because maybe I don't know I did it. What Vanilla said. Let me go see what Vanilla said. Let me see. Vanilla. Some people get but hurt. Can. So I'm gonna tell this story, okay? And y'all tell me. So just recently, it was this young lady. I won't tell y'all what she holds in my life. It's a space that she holds in my life that's very. So I've been going through a real depression, like. So I've started. I'm. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. God is really good, okay? Because I got some real good stuff going on in my life. My son got married this year. I paid my house off last year. I opened up me a business. So I got some good stuff going on. I can't really complain, okay? But with everything that I have going on, I don't have nobody to share my joys with. I don't have nobody to share my ups with, you know? So without saying names, because it's too. Hold on, let me look at, because me and Keisha and Vanilla having a conversation. Yeah, see, childhood friends stopped talking to me for 5 years. Okay, so before I get into the other story I was about to tell, since Vanilla said something about her childhood friends stopped talking to her, like, I've had friends since social media stop talking to me. But don't get me wrong, I never came on social media big-headed. I never came on social media like I want to do anything different from what they were doing. It just so happened that somebody stole my picture, sent me viral, and then they just like how cool I am because I'm a cool chick. No, I'm joking, but I'm for real though. So that's just what happened. So it's like now the friends that I used to have, they don't see nothing that I put on social media. Don't get me wrong. This ain't all about social media, but they don't see nothing I put on social media. They don't like, comment, share. They don't, I've been open since April and my best friends have not stepped foot in my shop. And when I say best friends are 30 plus years. I'm 52. So none of my best friends that I literally talk to on the phone every day before I open my shop has stepped foot in my shop. Everybody that has came to my studio, I have a content creation studio. Everybody that have come to my studio have been people in a community that I never expected. You know what I mean? I had my grand opening and my building is small. I had my grand opening. It was like 46 people in here, if I remember, 36 people. And none of them were year-long friends. Years-long friends. They were probably year-long people, but not years-long friends. Nobody I had really sat down and had lunch with, broke bread with, nothing like that. And thank you. But no, see, that feel good. I know that's crazy, but nobody was at my grand opening that I be with on the daily, that I talk to, that I'm in group texts with. Nobody. But, you know, I'm like, okay, maybe they all had something to do. blame it on that. And then weeks go by and nobody came. Like none of them people, even though I invited them. I had a birthday right here in this building, and one of my friend girls called me. She was like, "What you doing today?" I said, "Oh, well, I gotta get the shop ready, so I'm gonna be at the shop all day." She said, "Well, if you think about going somewhere, you can let me know, so I'll meet you where you're at." And I said, "Well, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna be at the shop all day. We just gonna sit at the shop and make sure I get everything tightened up." And she never came. Like, I've been here since April, May, June, July, August, September. And my best friends haven't been here. I done had one, two, three. I done had 4 painting steps where I have at least 20 people in this building. But it's always like 40. I always get maxed out. But the other day I had 20 because we had a big old game going on. But at least 40 people in this building 4 times already. And still yet they have not came to one painting sip. Not one. But see, instead of being inspired, some people just be jealous and they don't let you know. But then I ain't going to say they not friends. I'm going to say they are friends to that level of where they met you. So when you start growing up, like I'm 52, if I do at 52 what I was doing at 30, then I got a whole problem. Because if I have not grown up from 30 to 52, and y'all, those are you who up in age with me, y'all know 30 and 52 is not the same. Ain't nothing the same about being 30. I don't know about it, but for some reason, I thought 30s was good. But when I became 50 and my kids was grown, my bills was paid, you kind of get a handle on life by then, and you figure you can be all you can be, then things start changing. But when you get to that level in your life, in your mental, then the friends that met you in a different level of life, they can't go with you. A mindset change. But they can't go with you no more. So I'm not going to say they weren't my friends or they're not my friends. I'm going to say they are my friends for that level in my life. But what I did notice, and I want y'all to take heed to this, that as I grow in everything that I do, I have people that's like-minded that come to assist me. I have people that are heading in that direction, whether they're there, whether they're going, whether they know how to help me. That's what you type me. What you type me, girl? Mm-hmm. Exactly, Keisha. But see, and they like me when I'm lower in life, and they also like when they got one up on you. Like when I wasn't doing nothing, when I was doing my CNA job. Now, don't get me wrong, because even as a CNA, I always had one foot in front of the other. I kept it moving. I probably didn't have what I had today, but I ain't have less than everybody. I had a little something. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best. But as long as they seem to be doing better than you, their man is better than yours, their house is better than yours, their income is better than yours, when all that stuff is better than yours, then they can be your friend. But as soon as you start leveling up and you find the man of your dreams and you get the income that you can deal with. I paid my house out 5 years early. Drive the car that I want to drive. But then I want to talk to him, but then you can't talk to him. So if you say anything like, "Oh, girl, I went and got me a different car today, this, that, another," and the conversation ends there. They don't have nothing to talk about. Thank you, Bernard. Yeah, I ain't doing this for no congrats, but thank you. But see, and the sad thing about it, although they can't go along with me in this season, and God is teaching me that it's some things that I got to do by myself. Like he's really teaching me that. But in the same token, it does hurt because I'm one of them people, like, I want everybody to win. Like, y'all, we going to win together. All of us going to win. So, but people don't see it like that. Like Like if I get in the party, I'm asking for 3 tickets because all of us getting in the party. I'm not getting in the party by myself, but that's not Bernard me either, baby. So I was telling y'all about a story of this young lady who very close to me. She became friends with a young man, and I used to date the young man, but I didn't care about her being friends with him because they were just friends. So I told her, and that was when I dated him. I was in my 20s, like before I had kids. I had my first child at 21. So it was like right when I had my first child, because I wasn't the best chick in the world. Now I'm gonna tell y'all that. Now you just won't gonna be talking to me, and I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke nigga. So that's a song. I ain't singing. That's just a song, but y'all get it, right? So for whatever reason, oh, thank you. But for whatever reason, I told the girl, I said, oh, girl, he's sweet. Like, girl, like he's sweet. Like, whatever you need done, he can do it for you. And she had just bought a house. So I'm like, girl, get your house fixed. You know, do this, do that. So I was telling her he's sweet like that. And he was a handyman, so he can do everything for you. So time kept going by. And I was like, you like that dude? Because she started cooking for him on Sundays. She started going places with him. And I said, you like old boy? She was like, no, I don't. I'm like, yes, you do. You like old boy. But she kept insisting that she didn't like old boy. I didn't care. Okay. I didn't care. But one day we were coming home from a trip. And as we were coming home from the trip, she left her keys. And she said, and it was, that's what I'm talking about, Keisha. But hey, Mr. Y'all know I can't see. Go get him. But she had left her keys, right? And it was like 10 o'clock at night. So I knew since she left her keys, I had to go get her keys. I had to take her back to get her keys and take her back to her car. So as soon as she got in the car, she was like, oh man, I left my keys. Let me call old boy. It's 10 o'clock at night. You in my car already. So why are you calling old boy when I could take you to get your keys, but it's 10 o'clock at night. So I said, you know what? I understand. You want to see old boy because it's 10 o'clock at night. I ain't telling y'all, but I'm telling y'all, I've been that chick, like the chick that I know how to finesse a nigga if I want to. And I ain't going to tell y'all no lies. So y'all don't screen record that or nothing, but I'm going to leave it up. So y'all heard me say what I said. So I'm thinking, okay, so this is a little finesse period. Like, but I'm like, how you going to finesse? How you going to finesse? So I said, okay, whatever. So I asked her, I said, well, why you call old boy to take you home when I could take you home? Now I'm skipping some points because the whole while we was out of town, she was telling her kids that was their stepdaddy and stuff like that. And I'm one of them chicks. If I ever call somebody my stepdaddy, I'm more than likely slept with them, about to sleep with them, or getting something out of them. It's gonna be something to it. I ain't just naming people stepdaddy for the fun of it. So she kept saying her stepdaddy, but I ain't saying nothing because I'm like, stepdaddy. Stepdaddy? I ain't saying that never. But when we got on that plane and she said, I'm going to call old boy to come get me, I just had to ask her. I'm like, you like old boy? She's like, don't nobody like him. Don't nobody want. And I hadn't talked to the man in over 20 something years. I'm 52. Okay. So she was like, what you say, Keisha? But she say, but this is like a day one, okay? Like a day one. So I'm like, you like old boy? So I told her, I said, if you like old boy, that's cool. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna get more on it. She living in my past thing. So I'm like, if you like old boy, that's cool. Just be honest, Because for one, what I would never do, What I would never do, because of the kind of chick I think I am. Now, I don't know what y'all see on social media. I don't know how y'all think about me, but I'm literally from the streets. I'm like ghetto as hell. I ain't gonna change for nobody. I can go in the room with the white tea people and I can have a good conversation. And don't tell me about proper English, because what I talk is proper wherever I'm at is properly for that situation. So I can proper with them or I can proper with us. And I'm proper, and I prefer to proper with us because I said what I said. So that's how it is, okay? So I said, well, I ain't trying to be funny, but if you like old boy, that's cool. I said, but give me a heads up, because I don't never want nobody to think that I sleep with my partner people. I'll be around my partner people. That's one thing. Don't nobody want nothing you done slept with. Don't nobody. It's like I done slept with everybody. Tell me I don't want nobody you done slept with. Do you? The niggas I done slept with, you might want to sleep with. Anyway, I didn't say that. So y'all pray for me, okay? Pray for me. Because every now and then I be having flashbacks of some of the stuff I did that I felt like I won. But if you ask me to do it today, I won't do it. But I felt like I won back then. I'm in the winner circle. Okay, I'm in the winner circle. Anyway, I don't mess with no anybody. But anyway, so she said that. She don't nobody want nothing you had. I said, I said, okay. I left it at that. So I drove her on home. And when we got to her house, she said, so are you taking me back? No, call your boy. Because you ain't going to talk crazy to me and then think I'm going to take you back. Call your old boy. And one thing I did not do for old boy was cook for him. So I'm going to tell you, if I was using somebody, I was using them. I wasn't cooking, I wasn't cleaning. I was using. I ain't act like I was going to do nothing. I was myself doing a bare minimum. If you wanted to give, you were going to give. If you didn't give, you didn't give. And I wasn't going to be around too long anyway. I said what I said. So the next day, I called a couple of our friends up, right? And I said, I'm sorry, I be trying to read y'all. I'm supposed to be cleaning up and y'all ain't letting me clean up. Oh, I only trust the Lord too. I swear for God. But so I only trust the Lord, but I do have a select few friends that I felt like I could trust. So that's where I messed up at. But anyway, so the next day I get up and I call my friend girls, some more of my friends, and I say, hey, y'all know such and such did A, B, C, and D. And I said something to her and I think I made her mad. So one of the ladies was like, well, since you opened it up, I ain't want to say nothing because I ain't want to stir the pot. But I felt like they was liking each other too. Because every time we go out of town, he's sending them money, he doing this, he doing that. But I know the nigga sweet like this, so it's cool, you know. But I ain't know you was falling for it, chick. You falling for the shenanigans? Like, oh my God, gross. But for whatever, because it was 20 years ago, back when I knew him, he was selling big things and doing big things. He ain't doing all that no more. Anyway, I shouldn't say that. Somebody want him. I just don't want him. But anyway, so the more she started talking, I said, okay, so it wasn't just me. She said, no, it ain't just you. I think old girl like old boy. I said, okay. So I went on out of town, came on back. And when I came back, I called a chick up. I said, hey, we're going to take motorcycle riding classes because she and I was talking about taking the motorcycle classes. So I'm like, we're going to take motorcycle riding classes, this, that, and other. And she was like, girl, I don't want to take no motorcycle class. She was laughing though. So I said to myself, girl, you know you want to take, I'm laughing with her. She said, well, let me call you back because I'm on the phone. So I said, cool. So she never called me back. I ended up going home, going to sleep. Hey, y'all. So I ended up going home. Y'all, the topic of this, for those of you who just came in, is what is it about me that you don't like? What is it about me that you don't like? But anyway, and I'm getting back to you, Vanilla. I think that was you that said living in my past. I think it was you. But anyway, so I went home, went to sleep. When I woke up to like mad text messages. Like I got all kind of text messages where she done put me in a group text with them same chicks. And she said, just so y'all know, Tisa think I like her man. And that is not my man. And they know that is not my man. They know I don't even like that man. They know that man don't like me. Well, he like me, but he know I don't like him. But for whatever reason, don't do that. Y'all, she done got in the group chat and dogged me out in the group chat. Y'all, I'm an Aries, I'm a Ram, but I'm very sensitive. Like I'm very, very sensitive. So I'm reading the text message, y'all. And when I love people, I love them. So although she may be hurt, I don't want to hurt her anymore. I don't want to hurt her anymore. So I listen, I read what she put, and I'm like, okay, she just hurt. Let her have this moment. So she kept going. So I politely texted her and I said, chill out. Like walk light. Hold your horse and I don't show out in front of these people. Cause my mouth, y'all, I'm reckless. I'm like one of them people, like when they finish her, like I will slice your neck with my words. So I don't want to do that because I love this chick. So I'm like, hey, don't do this. Not on this platform. Don't do this. And the platform was social media. I mean, not social media. The platform was a text message. So I'm like, don't do that. Not on this platform. Yada, yada, yada. Going on and on and on. So I relax. I tell her, I'm not going to have this conversation. Y'all, when I woke back up, that girl put in that thing just because. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I hate to tell y'all the truth, but I'm going to tell y'all what she said. But I like to tell the truth. And I'm 52 years old, so it ain't too much I ain't done. Here goes. So the text message said, I'm sorry if people like you because you pretty, because you be on your knees. So in other words, so I'm like, whoa, she went there. Whoa. Now this girl, she had been a little lame all her life. Not saying you not lame if you doing other stuff, but she was a sheltered child. So when she was coming out her shelterness, yeah, Keisha, that's how she talked to me. Keisha, I ain't slit her neck either. I want to, but I said, no, Tisa, don't do it. Let her live. Let her live. I'm going to tell you, I said let her live at first because I'm going to tell you, stick around long enough. Yeah. Stick around long enough. I'm going to hear how I told you I ate her up in the end now. So I said, let her live. And it hurt me because she's so close to me. And for you to say that men only like me because I'm pretty and because I suck dick, I'm like, wow, that hurts. Because it wouldn't have hurt coming from one of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all can say it. I don't know y'all. It won't hurt me. But to be coming from so close of a person, it kind of bothered me. So I said, you know what? Let me just get out of this text message. Because if I say something, I'm going to say something that's going to chop her off so bad that it's going to make her question her whole life. She might want to off herself. We don't want her to do that. So, oh yeah, she spoke her heart, Keisha. So, but the other people that she got in the group chat, now remember I said she did this in a group chat. The other people that she got in the group chat, she ain't telling them why she's saying this stuff. Because I sheltered this lady when she was in the time of need. I literally let her stay in my house for a year and a half. She lived with me in my house. Her and a man got into it and she moved with me. So I let her live with me. So while she's in my house, she's watching me in my dating life. So some of the things that people go through and some people deal with, like a man came to my house one day and he didn't call me. And I looked out the front door and I did not open my door. And I said, you need to leave, go somewhere and call me, not in your car, but go wherever the hell you just came from and call me. I kind of like the dude, but stop him while he don't play with me. Don't just pop up to my house because I'm not going to pop up to your house. So she was like, that's how you handle niggas. I'm like, no, that's how they handle us. He better do what's right and don't just pop up on me. Because if I pop up, something right here don't be clicking right. So if I pop up to your house, I know what I came to do. So don't pop up to my house. You, whoever, don't pop up to my house. Exactly. So, hold on, let me put my glasses on, y'all. Y'all writing paragraphs again. Exactly. Oh, don't pop up in my house. Okay. So, and then not only did she use, girl, Emmy, she said it with her chest. Okay. So I said, okay. So she said all that. And I told her in the end, I said, hey, I'm getting off this text, but walk light, don't show out. But while she was living with me, I would tell her different things. Like, I keep telling y'all the truth about me, but it's sad because I'm a little risky in my adult activities. Like like I just be trying stuff, off the chandelier. Like I'm just gonna try some stuff, and if I land, I land. If I don't, then I won't do that again. But I'm gonna try some stuff until I get it right. So she was asking me. We was having a conversation about adult things, and when she asked me, I told her the truth from my perspective. And then one day I told her, I said, look, you wife material. And not saying I'm not wife material, but I've been single so long that I have adopted single ways. So when you adopt single ways, because you used to being so single, it's kind of hard to share your life with people. So I told her, look, chick, you've been married. Keep your mind frame as a married woman, because most married women turn around and get married again because you know how to be a wife. But I done been single so long, it's kind of hard to deal with me. I know I'm hard to deal with. So it ain't that I can't find no man. It's just that the conversion for me to convert to being, and I'm wife material, but I'm still single material. I'm like right on the edge of I might do it, I might not. It depends on how I feel today, but you can't make me do nothing. You ain't. I'm one of them. This braid right here, y'all. I'm trying to keep it up because it's showing out. But anyway, so some days go by and I noticed one of the friends who then took her side, then got on social media and said something out the way on social media. And I know it has something to do with me. And if anybody know Aries, I'm about to teach y'all about them. I hide in the bush for a long time, but when you show out, now I'm coming up out these bushes. And she showed out. The friend showed out. Not her, but the friend showed out. Y'all, I done peeped my little head out them bushes, and I done came right back there, and I done opened up that same platform that I blocked myself out of. I went back in there, unblocked myself, and this is what I said to her, y'all. I said, when I went gray and let my hair turn gray, you went gray too. But she talked about me at first. Oh, you want everybody hair to be gray because your hair gray. Because anybody hair go gray, I tell everybody, y'all embrace it. I like it. So she always talked about my hair being gray. Told me I look like my dear. And then she let her hair go gray. Then we went to the point of when I quit my job and became a full-time content creator. That was strange to her because at that time, I did this like 5 or 6 years ago. People really wasn't quitting their job to be content creators back then. So I quit my job to become a content creator. Now this girl making not over 6 figures, but she's making a high 6 figure every year. And you tell me you're going to quit your job to become a coach and a content creator? Well, become a coach and a content creator before you quit your job. Like, don't do all this at the same time. Whatever you do, don't do that. So I said, okay. So I'm telling her, hey, it's going to be hard. So what I did was I pulled her along with me. Keisha, I love it, girl. I pulled her along with me because I'm like, if you want to be a content creator, I'm all for sharing my platform. Let's do this. Let's be content creators. So that was the second thing. You turned your hair gray. You want to be a content creator. Then all of a sudden you got my handyman and you like my handyman. So I just started saying stuff because now you didn't ask for it because I'm outspoken and you done said what you said. Now I done told everybody in the group text, y'all, the reason she mad is because of this. And then I said the reason she did is because of this. Then I ended up telling her, I said, the second place is the first loser. You want to be me so bad. Y'all know I did, right? Y'all know I got her. I ate her up. I said, you want to be me so bad. I said, but no, y'all said I'm hurt. I am hurt. I'm miserable. No, y'all say I'm miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm hurt. I said, because I ain't never thought y'all crossed me like that. I said, but since y'all did it, enjoy it. but second place is the first loser. And I waited till I seen all them bubbles drop at the bottom to make sure everybody had to read it. And soon as they all read it, what I tried to do, what I did, I jumped out of there. I ain't even wait for a comment because I don't even need to hear what y'all got to say. I don't need to hear what nobody got to say because you asked for that. So I told them everything I said. And then she was saying something about me. Man, when I tell y'all she dogged me out in the original group text. So I said, well, she didn't tell y'all I was just stopping her from being a lot lizard. I said she was out there doing bald head hoe stuff and I had to stop her because I ain't never did no bald head hoe stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. In my world of women, it was probably bald head hoe stuff. But you were doing a lower rate of bald head hoe stuff. Like I was doing, you know what I mean? It's tiers of bald head hoe stuff. It depends on what tier you on. There's some rich folks doing some rich bald head hoe stuff. But I was doing like the mid tier. I wasn't the bottom of the barrel doing it. Y'all know what I'm saying? I was doing it on my level of bald head hoe stuff. But you didn't rent under my level of bald head hoe. So I'm trying to ask you not to do that. So I'm trying to teach you. These ain't the things you do, girl. You doing too much. You didn't. Y'all don't make me talk about it because I'd be getting mad every time I think about it. But it's just my. What is it about me? Because y'all, I'm cool as hell. Like if y'all met me, I think I'm cool as hell. But we can go places and people be like, Nora. Because on Facebook, I got like 500,000 followers on one page, 200 and something thousand on another 2 Facebook pages. Then like here, I got 160,000 people. TikTok, I got 200 and something thousand. So it's like when I go places, people see me and they be like, oh, Nora, can we take a picture? Nora, this and that. So sometimes the people that I'm with, they go to being like, oh, here she go again, or she about to take, oh, no, come on, Tisa, we don't got time, or this, that, and that. So it's always something. So now I've come to find myself when I'm around people that either I'm going to disappoint the people I'm with or disappoint the people that say hello to me. So it's like, because I don't want to seem like, because you got to smile, you got to, be good and graceful to people. But then when I do that, this is how they act. Keisha, I love people, girl. Like I literally love people. But I'm going to tell y'all what's good about God. Let me tell y'all what's real good about God. I don't like the way he took people out my life. It hurts me the way people are out of my life. Okay. But when he took certain people out of my life, I opened my own business. I did. I started a magazine that is well respected. Y'all see my magazine? That is well respected in the community. My shop is doing well. Out of all these months, this is the very first month that every bill in my shop paid its own bill. My social media money went straight to me. It went straight to me. So I've been paying the studio bills out of my money. I would show it to y'all, but it's still set up for the paint and sip because we do a paint and sip every third Saturday of the month. So it's still, I got to put it together before y'all see it. But the studio paid for itself this month. So I was really happy about that. And my social media money, I was able to put to the side and save. But if I would have still had those distractions, I would not have done it because I would have always been under somebody's shadow trying to, I don't even want to say impress them, but trying not to bring shade. You know what I mean? Bring shade. And I know my light is bright. And I'm going to tell you why I know my light is bright, because nothing that is happening to me in my life did I ask for. God sees all, I swear. And that's exactly what I was doing, y'all. It's like either you're going to be bright. Like I want some women that can shine with me. Like I want when we walk in the room, like all of us shining. Like you got everybody being Nora Potts. You got everybody being Jessica, whoever. You got everybody. Like when we walk in the room, we represent each other and we all together and we walking in like Amazons and everybody's equally important. It don't matter our job. It don't matter our finances. It don't matter the beauty. It don't matter the shape. Like if we just walk in there, we are all equally important. But I ain't yet to find that tribe. You have to be quiet in this season. I don't have nobody to talk to. I gotta be quiet. Keisha, and I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. Let me make sure I read it right. I took off my glasses to read it again. Hold on, because I want to address what Keisha just said. It's lonely at the top. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say we have to be open as women, as men, as Black people. And I don't know if you guys are black or white, but we have to be open to accept new friends. You know that song, No New Friends? No, I want them. We got to be open to accept people that we can build, that can build us. Because sometimes we turn down these new friends. Like I've met some new people with me being by myself lately. It has caused me to have a lot of depression. It has caused me to have a lot of depression. And I'm a caregiver as well. I keep my 82-year-old auntie. She lives with me. She's been with me since December. I'm not used to it. I mean, I'm getting used to it, but she's incontinent. So every morning, my routine is to get up, bathe her. I just got a walk-in shower built in my house because I had 2 tubs, but being it was so hard to get her to cross over the shower, I had to get a walk-in. So I got gifted a walk-in shower, thank the Lord. I had to pay for the material, but a guy came and did it for free for her. But I shower her every morning. I cook breakfast for her every morning. Then I got to turn around and get myself dressed. I got to get myself showered. I got to get myself fed. And then I leave and I drink coffee in the morning so I don't be ready to eat when she eat. You know, it's just like, then I got to be to work by 10. Do I make it here at 10? No, thank the Lord. But then I come here. I started a magazine that I had no idea I was going to start. So that's become hard because I'm the only person doing a magazine. And luckily the community has taken to me. So they help me with articles. They help me find people to put in a magazine. They actually support me in paying for the magazine. So God has blessed me. So I can't complain. But with it being all, it's like every day is the same routine. Every day I wake up, bathe the young lady, feed the young lady, and then I got to argue with her. The other morning I woke up and it was crap all over my wall. Like when she crapped in her diaper, put it on my wall. So I be having some bad times. So I just happened to come to work that day, and a young lady came in my office, and I like being by myself at home too, or my fiance. Thank you. But I just happened to come into work, and it was one of them days where I just could not. I was full. Like I had to cry. Like this girl happened to come in and she was talking, and when she started talking, I just bust out crying. And she seen my stress. And she told me, if you trust me, I'll open the shop for you the next couple of days. You can go home and you can relax. My boyfriend lives 3 hours away from me. So he's usually always here. And now being I started my own business, it's been taking a toll on our relationship because it's like I can't be there as much as I used to be. Then my daughter said, Mama, you stressed? I'll watch Aunt Daisy for it. I'll watch her. So they gave me a break and I left for 4 days and I went over to his house and he just let me rest and I slept and I ate and I woke up and I didn't have to worry about anything. God is good. But I want to share these times. I want to share, like, if somebody, Eugene Robinson, am I reading that right? Yeah, you can write me a poem. Keisha, Lord, share light. I was associated with Bishop, my kids, everything. Now I started my business. And I believe that, Keisha. I really believe that. When I stop and I look that I have nobody around me, because I just feel like God keeps saying this right here you got to do by yourself. And then he's putting people in my place. Like he putting millionaires around me. Like I ain't nowhere close. I'm like a thousandaire. I'm not even a millionaire. I'm like a thousandaire. I ain't even no 100,000 there. I'm just like a thousandaire. And before, when I did on social media, I worked so much on social media, my checks used to be anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000. So I got tired of being, I don't know if I want to say I got tired of being pretty, or I got tired of being only identified as pretty. And then I think when that girl said what she said, it kind of knocked the wind out me. Because, I was already struggling with, do I have to be like the gray hair beauty girl all the time for the rest of my life on social media? Like I need to make more money, but I don't want to do that. So then I got to be sexy every time y'all see me. And I'm like, so I'm struggling with it. So when I made a certain amount of money, I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because I wanted to get out of content creation. Don't get me wrong, it's good money, but when you come into content creation and you're not doing what your heart does, because I'm a Christian in real life. Do I think I'm cute? Yeah, I think I'm kind of cute. Do I think I'm what the internet think I am? They got me thrown off real bad. I don't even think. I be like, who are they talking to me? Like I be reading the comments like, if they talk about I'll marry you tonight, I'm like, you don't even know me. Like, shut up. But for whatever reason, I didn't want to do that anymore. So when I made enough money, that's why I paid my house off early, 5 years early. I got rid of my car. I had a BMW, which gave me no problems at all. But it's like when the problems come, I don't want to not be able to handle them. So I got a Lincoln now. I like my Lincoln, but it's American made, so I can take care of it if something happened. And it was brand new. So I just kind of downsized my life where I don't have to pay this much stuff anymore. You know what I mean? You leaving me, Reggie? Don't leave. But no, thank you, Reggie, for stopping in. I hope you subscribe before you leave. But anyway, so that Lincoln, I got an SUV. I don't got the Lincoln that you thinking about, that Continental, all that. That Lincoln Continental, I didn't even know how to get out of it. They let me hold it one day when they was doing my oil change. I didn't know how to get out. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. But if y'all got the same problem I got, because I got a problem. Well, I don't got a problem, because I'm just waiting for the Lord to pan these things out. Like, Lord, if you're going to send me because I don't think nobody's supposed to do this life by themselves. You know what I mean? I don't think. I think as far as female, I think I could bring something into the friendship life of another female. I think me and another female got a lot to offer each other, because every time she step up, pull me up, chick. And when I step up, I'm going to pull you up, chick. Like, we might not be pulling each other up in the same place, but I know that it's going to be some growth. I had a homeless friend one day, and every time she and I talk, we got to talk about what we did different. I said, because if we're friends and we're standing in the same place, something wrong, because we ought to be growing. After some years of friendship, we got to be able to look back and say, hey, girl, you remember when we used to do this? I don't want to still be doing the same thing I did when I met you. Thank you. And yeah, that's what I said. And then when I became a Christian, because like I said, I am from the hood. I'm from the hood though. Like Trick Daddy is my dude. Like he ain't my dude, but that's like if you would have asked me back then my favorite rapper, it would have been Trick Daddy. Um, but I asked God when I decided to give my life to God, I said, God, I want some Christ-minded women to be on my side because I was never a Christ-minded woman. So for me not to be a Christ-minded woman, I need to be around somebody who can set examples for me. You know what I mean? Because I didn't see a problem with dating somebody's husband because he married her. I didn't marry, but see that was my mind frame then. So I need some more people around me, God, that can teach me how to be a better woman. And I get tickled nowadays when I hear people say, oh, he bought me this and he bought me that. But now when I put, like, can you really put a price on your body? Can you really put a price on your time? So when I say, oh, I spent time with him or if I slept with him, you know, and what can you really put a price on who God created you to be? So it's like, show me some women that ain't putting a price on nothing. Like God paid the price. That's the price. So bring me around some women that can raise me up because I'm a child in Christ. So they can raise me up to be what God called me to be. So I'm still waiting on that. So I feel like I need a tribe, although I'm good by myself. I'm good by myself. And if you get me wrong and you get my timing wrong, I'll cuss you out like real smooth, like not with cuss words, but my mouth is, when God took the cussing out my mouth, he showed me some different ways to cuss somebody out. And I found out some different ways to cuss somebody out. But I do. Yeah, I do. I need a tribe. I do. Anyway, he raising me up now. Well, he got to do it real. Cause I just be saying some stuff out my mouth, don't tell nobody, girl. I be talking about don't tell nobody like I ain't said it on the worldwide internet. I tickle myself. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go because I ain't did nothing. Y'all look at this. Like these tables, like these are my, like all these tables supposed to be put up over there and everything's supposed to be put back in place. So what I have is a content creation studio. So you come in here, you do your podcast. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas to do 7 actually. I got 7 podcast areas where you can create your podcast, your content. You can do a coaching session in here, a classroom session, small event space, micro event space, should I say, with what's the micro event space? Baby showers, stuff like that, paint and sips. And then I have social media classes that I give out of here. Like I kind of do a lot of stuff out of here. I just do a whole lot. And then the magazine is birthed from here as well. Fort Myers, Florida, Keisha. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida. And girl, I got to be careful about saying that because girl, I was sitting here the other day working my little butt off. We're just working. And my dumb behind, I had my back to the door. So when the man came in, I heard the door open, but I don't even know what made me not turn around as fast. But I did a slow turnaround because I just knew somebody was going to start talking. And then is some ladies next door to me who braid. So he said, oh, I went over there and they said they ain't braiding hair right now. You know somebody that braid. And I said, no, you could probably go down the street, yada, 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 and you can get them to braid. And he was like, well, you got braids in your hair. Do you braid? I said, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting a text message. He said, well, you got braids in your hair. Do you braid? I said, no. Then he said, well, I follow you on social media and I'm a truck driver. He said, and I got off in Fort Myers, so I thought I'd come see you. That's the kind of stuff that be scary. So now my door is locked and I can see people when they come, but they can't see me. So I can hide behind one of these things. But yeah, so I don't, I try not to say too much anymore. I just be scared. Like I do. Somebody got my phone number one day off of the internet. It used to be on my Facebook page because I used to do notary and stuff. And when they got my phone number, they started calling me and leaving me all kind of, I'm a get you in your sleep, like get like that. You know, you can't say it on. But they were telling me all the things they'll do. So I said, you know what? Take them on a date. No, because you done popped up on me. Didn't I just tell you I don't like people popping up on me? And that man popped up on me. You could have, well, I wouldn't have read it no way. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. It is creepy. And that's what I said, Eugene. It's creepy. It's creepy. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go because I've been on here an hour. And I was supposed to be cleaning up. Like, I literally had to break all these tables down. And y'all ain't let me do no work. I had to break, and the table's heavy either. That's probably why I ain't do it. Because I knew doggone well that the tables was too heavy. And y'all will see me struggling with these tables. So that's probably why I ain't do it, y'all. And then somebody's supposed to be coming to help me because they got to pick their chairs up anyway. But I'm going to let y'all go. I just had to let y'all see that I will do some work. Even though I'm old, I will do some work. And that's all I'm going to do in front of y'all. Bam. I did that. I'm out, y'all.